This is Xiaomi Note 12 Pro 5G. It comes with an amazing display, powerful chipset, optical image stabilization enabled camera, amazing battery life and crazy fast charging. And one thing to tell you immediately, in the box with it you do get 67 watts charger and you do get transparent TPU case. Design of the phone is modern and stylish with glass back and matte finish plastic on the side. On the bottom you have charger port, SIM card port and main speaker and microphone, and on the top you have 3.5 mm jack, secondary speaker, secondary mic and infrared for that universal remote control. One thing worth noting is that the phone is below 200 grams of weight, so it will lie very nicely in your hand. On the right side of the phone you have volume buttons and of course power button with integrated fingerprint reader in it that works very nicely and reliable. So this 6.67 inches display is just wow, it's amazing. It's probably the best display that you can get for this price point. It is OLED, 1 billion colors, 120 Hz refresh rate, Dolby Vision, HDR+, very bright. This was under direct sunlight and display is much more better than, let's say, display on my Mi 10 Pro 5G. So yeah, you can see how long this display is went in just a year or two. So yeah, display very pleasurable look. My phone came with 6 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of internal storage. And for the performances, the CPU that is used is MediaTek's Dimensity 1080. It's 6 nm CPU, and I have to say I was blown away how good it works. So now I'm using my Mi 10 Pro 5G with Snapdragon 865 in it, and animations and game performances are probably the same. So I'm very surprised how good this is. For anyone that wants to play games or just not worry about everyday performances, you'll be more than pleased with this phone. On the software side, I was a bit disappointed that the phone in 2023 came still with Android 12. So I kind of expected Android 13, but you do get MIUI 14 with all its new goodies like enlarged folders and customizations of all kinds. So what I especially like is large folder option. That's something that Huawei firstly introduced, and this one still has it. And the one benefit of this phone is that it has a changeable refresh rate, so it will automatically change refresh rate, so it saves the battery. Unfortunately, always on display is again only 10 seconds long, and that's, I still don't understand that will annoy me in every phone ever. There's probably some workaround around it, but I will not go around it. Xiaomi needs to change that. So yeah, a lot of customizations, a lot of options, everything you can think of. This phone probably has it buried somewhere in its software. There are also some bugs. There are always some bugs, like let's say Bluetooth unlock only works with Xiaomi phones. I don't know, is it bug or a feature? Of course it's a bug, it cannot be a feature. Why would I need to use Xiaomi device? But yeah, gestures, buttons, everything can be customized the way you want it. No problems with that. So even if you don't like it, you can always put on Nova Launcher and still have most of these goodies on it. So yeah, software is a mixed bag of features and bugs, but animations are smooth, everything works really nice. That's probably because of synergy of CPU and GPU and software and everything else. So yeah, software, I'd say pleasing experience, 4 out of 5. Note 12 Pro 5G comes with triple camera setup. The most interesting is main sensor that has 50 megapixels, f1.9, huge 1/156 inches sensor, and it has optical image stabilization. The secondary camera is 8 megapixels f2.2 ultra wide, and the third one is just a macro sensor that's unimportant. The software of camera is standard for Xiaomi, a lot of options, a lot of features. I have to recommend using Pro mode, and that has pixel peeping, It has shutter speed all the way to 30 seconds. You can control almost any aspect of it, and it works in both photo and video. This phone does support 4K video recording, but unfortunately no electronic image stabilization on 4K video. Of course, the photo quality during the day is amazing. The HDR is great, the colors are great, background blur is amazing. It never misses, autofocus is very fast, so you get very nice photos. It almost looks like flagship photos. But why I was surprised, that was evening. Evening the photos are great, so everything is well exposed. When you turn on the night mode, it gets even better. They're a bit yellowish sometimes, they pick up raw balance, but that's the easiest thing to correct. I was really amazed with this camera. The front facing camera is also okay, nice details, and the portrait mode also works really nice. Unfortunately, 4K videos have no electric stabilization, but Full HD videos are very nice, very stable, and very contrasty and HDR. This is actually a great phone to record videos. Zoom capabilities are also okay. It doesn't have a zoom lens, but it will zoom just nice. As you can see, I was driving in my car and recording a video too. And yeah, everything's nice, smooth, no problems whatsoever, no hiccups while zooming in or zooming out. Front-facing camera tops out at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Even at low light, this camera can shoot very decent videos, so you'll have no problem under artificial lighting with zoom or anything like that. Stabilization is also nice, so yeah, very impressed with this camera globally, and I would recommend this phone to anyone who wants to have a decent camera on a budget. Let's sum things up. Is this phone recommended by me? Of course it is. It has amazing display, great performances, very capable camera. You'll get around 7 hours of screen on time on it. Just right design, not too heavy. It has all the goodies like stereo speakers, 3.5mm jack, infrared port, so yeah. 67 watts wire charging, I mean, just amazing. If you're buying a new phone and you have around 350 euros to spend on it, spend on this one.